weakened for an act which its main selling point seems to me to protect recreational fishing, which doesn't really need protection. It's the fish that need protection, or marine, or more properly, marine ecosystems. Where I think this Act is also deficient is that it fails to take into account to any significance at all Section 13 and Section 7 and 8 of the Hauraki Gulf Marine Park Act. Section 7 and 8 are national policy statements enjoining everyone to protect and enhance the waters of the Hauraki Gulf, and Section 13 obliges all decision makers to take into account Section 7 and 8, and I don't see much reference to that in here. The other point that's been raised this morning is sea change, and I have to tell you, we in the Hauraki Gulf have not been especially impressed with sea change. To us it seems like no change really, except more emphasis on iwi control, more emphasis on exploitation, and that is the road to damnation in terms of protecting marine ecosystems. If the government, which has been involved in sea change, feels it needs to have another act, that's not really a vote of confidence in sea change either. I think what we need to do is go back to basics, go back to the Hauraki Gulf Marine Park Act, and in terms of active marine protection, we need to, if the government must change the Marine Reserves Act, in effect repeal it, we must ensure that all the best aspects of that act are retained in the new act, and I think we have some work to do there yet. Thank you.
So you're supportive of the submission as it is, though?
No, I would like the submission to be to emphasise a little bit more what I said, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, I mean, this is a submission to a proposal to bring in a new act. It's going to the Ministry for the Environment at this stage, so I no doubt the process is going to be more lengthy. If they want to take it further, they'll have to prepare a bill, so to put through Parliament. So that's going to be a process that's going to take some time. And I think, you know, our position that we have at the moment is a good start document or base document as to where we're coming from. And I think generally that the views of the participants who have participated here, especially the local boards, each of the local boards who have submitted have raised positions and points that they think should be beefed up or changed. And no doubt iwi, the limited response we've had in that area, has done the same thing. So I think, Councillor Lee, that this is a start, and then we have to really see what Ministry for the Environment come back next time.
Can I just add one more thing, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah. Yes.
We're working on the assumption this is well-meaning, and let us acknowledge the government for the achievement of the amazing Kermadec Marine Reserve.
Here.
I think that this council needs to go on record and write to the government congratulating it on that achievement. That is world historic, to be honest with you. But leaving that aside, what I'm concerned about here is that rather than building coherently on the present legislation, this proposed legislation and, to a degree, sea change, which is non-statutory, run the risk of confusing and congesting regulation, and in other words, we could end up with a situation worse than where we are now, and we all want to be in a situation which is better than now, which requires clarity, simplicity, direction and integration between the existing legislation, pieces of legislation and RMA.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, no other speakers? With no other speakers, I'm going to move the recommendations. The recommendation. Do you have a seconder?
I'll second it.
Seconder,
With
Councillor Webster.
amendments.
Anyone want to speak to it further? I'll put the recommendation. Those in favour?
Aye.
Against? Declare that carried. Thank you. And we'll incorporate those changes that have been raised